Hi, you're listening to Book Chat with author Vivian E. Moore.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode. We really appreciate you joining us. This podcast really shows us how we can all learn, live, and thrive off of each other. By sharing our knowledge through our conversations, we will impart some knowledge whilst learning ourselves how to progress even further. Here is your host.
Hello and welcome to Book Chat. I am your host, author Vivian E. Moore. Hope everyone had a great week and I hope you are having a great weekend. All right, so I won't hold you for too long today, so we're going to get straight on topic, all right? So the title of today's show is Socialable, and the topic is how social media builds branding. The purchase of Twitter by one of the richest men in the world makes one wonder about the state of this social media source as well as others. While we ponder how things will play out in the end, there's still time to use social media as a branding strategy for you. Okay, so how does one do that? You may ask. Well, today I want to share ways of understanding how it works and how it can work to your advantage in super simple terms, okay? When used as a marketing tool, social media is resourceful in bringing awareness to your brand, engaging readers, and creating traffic to your website or social media platforms, okay? I don't know why that's such a tongue twister for me, but today that's a thing, and I don't want it to be a thing, so hopefully I can get past that. But anyway, the greatest mistake most artists make is not utilizing what is already readily available on a daily basis. And part of our routine is to check out our social media sites throughout the day. Now, my routine is generally when I wake up in the morning, first thing I say is thank you, Lord, for allowing me to see another day. And then after that, I turn on my television, turn to the local news, and then I pick up my cell phone, and then I browse, all of my social media outlets. On my phone, when I pick it up, it shows me all the alerts that I've gotten through the night and things of that nature. And so, I just click on it and it'll take me straight to whichever, one it is, whether it is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whichever one it is, that's, in order, or falls in order, that I click on to see what's happening in the world on that particular day. So, but the thing of it is that we could use it for much better things, but in saying that, what if you used it more purposefully instead of viewing it as only for news updates? Social media is a way to engage with family and friends, and that helps keeps us abreast of of exciting topics as well. But aside from that, it can help strengthen a more general purpose, such as fan base and reader engagement, which leads to book sales. And that's what we're trying to do. Not only those book sales, but also we want to bring more people to our, if you have a website, a personalized website that you want to draw attention to, maybe you sell books from your website, or you do blogs and video blogs and things like that, or tutorials, or whatever you may be doing from your website. You want to draw attention to it, and you want to steer traffic toward it, because that's going to help you in the long run as well. But with anything, consistency is key. Y'all, I can't tell you how valuable it is to be consistent in everything you do. Whatever your daily practices are, your routines are, most people are consistent with that. And it's not because you have some type of compulsive disorder. That's just how you work, that you're just built that way. That's your framework. You can't live your daily life without consistency, and it's important. We learn that from childhood because we learn through consistency. Through everything that happens to us on a daily basis. It generally happens to us every single day, and sometimes maybe some change is thrown in there, but for the most part it stays the same. And that's important because we need that. Consistency is so vital to our existence. We need it. Yes, we do need change ups from time to time, but in general, consistency is just a part of us. We need it. And this is not optional, but a must-do step among other steps when trying to build a brand. Okay, first, you should target your audience, including those you engage with daily across all social media platforms. Pitch ideas to them and encourage shares and feedback. You don't realize how important that is when a Facebook friend, Twitter friend, whoever posts something and you look at it, but then you make no comment, you don't like it, you don't share it. You don't build healthy relationships that way, folks. Let me just tell you, okay? So the best way to build social media relationships is by liking the post, by sharing the post, commenting on the post, if you so desire to comment on the post. And, try to steer away from things that are negative, things that you don't agree with. I can understand bypassing posts, of that nature. But if it's something that's dealing with your brand, if you're an author, and they're talking about books or a particular author, whatever, it's always good to comment and to share and to like, okay, because you get what you give, okay? So if you are being faithful to your social media friends, then they will be faithful to you. At least you hope they will be faithful to you. But anyway, that's sort of the idea. All right, so it's like paying it forward. And we need to do that because it is so important. All right. And not only that, but social media groups are another necessary element in building brands. Enlist those who share common interests, comment on their posts again, and share those posts across all social media platforms. And you may not realize it, but it includes LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not just for job sourcing, but it's also it's a social media outlet. You have people on there posting, all types of things about their businesses, about their brands, things of that nature. So, don't be shy about using LinkedIn for that purpose as well, for building your brand, because trust me, there are so many different people out there that everything is not related to posting resumes and things of that nature, but it's also related to building brands. You have authors out there, people that you can identify with, that you can follow, then they also share information. So that's just something that maybe you hadn't thought about it before, but now you should definitely think about it, that I've introduced you to that, okay, if you didn't already know. But anyway, one of the most valuable tools with social media is that it directly links with other platforms and is instantly shareable. That is so wonderful, guys. And I'll tell you why. If you've ever posted anything on Facebook, or if you posted on Instagram. Okay, so we already know Instagram and Facebook is pretty much one and the same. They're tied together. Okay, so if you post on Facebook, then you'll see that same post on Instagram. And so you can go to Instagram and, vice versa. It's the same thing. But also, while on Instagram, you can also you can share those posts that you've post on Instagram to Twitter and any other social media outlet that's out there that's shareable on their site. You can do it straight from there. Share that one post without having to go to those individual social media sites and doing the same thing over and over again. You can just share it, multiple times from that one social media platform. So that's a great thing, and that helps, and it saves time and it saves effort when you can do everything from one particular place. All right. So whether you realize this or not, social media increases leveraging power to help build better branding strategies. And just in case that's not clear to you, you do have leverage. You have leveraging power when using social media because, first of all, in most cases, it's free advertisement, okay? So they allow you to make posts on there. You can do reels, things of that nature, things that's going to instantly grab, attention. So it's very powerful. It is so powerful. And when you use it to your advantage, okay? And branding isn't just associated with sports, if you thought that, because I think in most cases, that's how we see branding. We see, we think of branding such as, sports clothing and other industries. When we think of clothing, we think of like name brand outlets such as, designer things, Prada, anything that's associated with designer. That's what we think of as branding. Or sports, we think of sports agents who, get their clients, shoe deals and commercials and, things of that nature. So they're building their brand that way. But social media is a good branding tool for just us, for just us average people. But it works pretty much the same way for us to get the word out about ourselves. And so we can build our branding platform as well. And, and it is all inclusive for anyone with a business. Branding is, and that includes authors. Even if you don't consider yourself a business per se, if you are out there, marketing yourself, then pretty much your business, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to promote your business because you want to bring, you want to bring in more business through your marketing brand. All right. And if you consulted an agent, the first out is your social media presence. Do you have a solid fan base? How many friends, likes, and shares across our platforms? So, because this is very important and useful information, because they want to know, if you are already established in the social media world, and if you are, then, that makes their job that much more easier, even though you're still paying for their services, but still you're giving them something to work with. It's not like they have to start from scratch. It's like, all right, so we can just dive right in and get started right away, and help you to achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. All right. So, and trust me, okay, social media is one of the best branding sources out there. And if you don't believe me, check out TikTok. People who don't have famous names or faces, but they have millions of followers and views based on their content and audience engagement. So that's something to think about, And I just recently got on TikTok because I wanted to, I wanted to build my brand there as well. I have it on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, but I also wanted to go to TikTok because, y'all, it's not just about, videos and things of that nature and people doing stunts and whatever. You can also build your brand, because those same folks that are looking at those videos, if you create videos based on your books or whatever, they look at those too. All right. They get a lot of looks and they get a lot of likes. So just remember that, don't count TikTok out either. You need to use them to your advantage as well. And, because social media can be used for good. We see enough bad out there, but it can be used for good too. And it works. It is the gateway to showing the world who you are, building audiences, and spreading content that fully establishes your brand. All right, folks. So that's all I have for you today. But before I want to let you go, I want to make sure that I share with you these URLs. So, of course, Spreaker is the very first one. And that is https://www.spreaker.com/user/Author Vivian Moore. You can follow me across all social media, which includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also TikTok. All right. And check out my website if you so desire. That is at authorvivianemore.com or authorehshepherd.com. One and the same, just two different names. And also my blog, which is at https://authorvivianemore.blogspot.com. All right. And if you missed the day, you can listen to it on Spreaker, the recorded episode, of course. It is also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, YouTube, SoundCloud, Giles Saban, iTunes, Audible.com, Verbal Luminary, and Amazon. All right, just to name a few. I'm sure there are plenty more out there that I don't even know about, that sometimes I accidentally stumble across while I'm just out there, just generally on the internet, and just happen to type in my name or the show, and then it brings up all these other places where you can listen to Spreaker. So that makes me very happy to know that, yes, Book Chat is actually getting around. But still, it helps when you advertise on all those social media brands, and then it's shared, and then it's picked up by, so many different people. And that, that's the purpose. That's the goal. That's what we're trying to do. But anyway, tomorrow is a very special day. Not only is it worship day, but it's Mother's Day as well. And I miss my mom, but still, I have so many other people that I can say Happy Mother's Day to, which includes my daughter and my sisters, and my sisters in Christ, and my friends and my neighbors that are mothers, that are parents. I can wish them as well. So I just want to get all these started to say Happy Mother's Day, all mothers. I hope your children and your spouses have special plan for you, and I hope you enjoy your day. It's all about mothers tomorrow, and it's all about worship as well. So make sure that you start your day out with that. And end it with that as well. So I hope you're planning on attending church services tomorrow, no matter how you attend them, whether you are actually going to the brick and mortar building, if you are doing it over the internet or streaming it, or you're on the phone, however you're doing it. I just hope that you are doing it because it is so vital. It is so important to get the word, and also invite others to listen into the word, which includes children, and to tell those who knows how you feel about them. So on that note, tomorrow is not to any of us. So while you have the chance, say it while you can. I love you. I hope you love me back. Until the next time you hear my voice, God bless you and goodbye.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.